hosts is his name. All hail the king, all hail the king. Our Redeemer is strong, Lord of hosts is his name. All hail the king, all hail the king. Our Redeemer is strong, Lord of hosts is his name. All hail the king, all hail the king. Our Redeemer is strong, Lord of hosts.
Shalom, shalom. This is El Dayil from One Nation, One Power. Coming back to you, brothers and sisters, one more time. I just want to come to you guys real quick and just encourage you guys to stay strong, stay sucker free. All these Israelites that's operating in all this hate, they're about to get a lot worse. You know what? It's a shame to see our people hating on one another like they're doing. But you know what? This is the wheat mixed among the tares. But get your Bible right fast. Get a pencil and get a paper. Because I want to just encourage you guys and show you some of the exploits that our God did for our ancestors. And in Hebrews, I think it's 13. What is it? Hebrews 13. Hebrews 13 and 8. It says that Jesus Christ, the same yesterday, today, and forever. The same yesterday, today, and forever. We have to understand, brothers and sisters, that our God is the same yesterday, today, and forever, and he changes not. Listen to me. He changes not. So what he did for our ancestors, he will do for us, but we gotta live right. We gotta live right. When we dedicate our lives to the Most High, we got to keep these laws, statutes, and commandments. It's one of the conditions of protection from the Most High. People are under this misconception that they think they can just do what they want to do, and the Most High is obligated to protect them. That is not Scripture. Blow off that dust, off that Bible, open it up, don't believe nothing I say, and let's go for a ride. Go with me to the book of Exodus. Let's go to the book of Exodus right quick. Go to the book of Exodus right quick. I haven't came back and done another video in a few days. It's because this computer has been slowed down. And they think I don't realize that it's them. They are attempting to slow down this computer. But we'll get around that too. So this is Exodus chapter 23. And I want you to go with me to verse 22. Exodus 23 and 22. And once again, that's why the name of this ministry is called One Nation, One Power. Because we are one nation. I don't belong to this camp and I don't belong to that camp. I belong to the Most High, ahayah. That's who I belong to. That's who called me to the ministry. That's who anointed me. That's who gave me my beautiful daughter at 32 years old. That's who gave me my son that's about to turn 30 in August. That's who gave me my son that's 12 and my son that's 10. It's the Most High. Is anybody out there hearing me? I'm older than I look. Come on up out of here. No, I'm not in my 40s and 30s. I'm 55. Come on up out of here. So I'm here today just to bring some knowledge and some wisdom. And to let some of you out there know that I am an elder. Come on up out of here. So, let's go to Exodus chapter 23 and verse 22. And let's look at one of the promises of our God to us. This is why the devil is working overtime right now to cut us off before we can make it under the blood covenant of the Most High and Yeshua the Christ. Leviticus chapter 23 and verse 22. What does it say? Let's go. Leviticus 23 and 22. A promise from the Most High to our ancestors and to us. But if thou shalt indeed obey his voice is his word. His voice is his word from Genesis 1 and 1 to Revelations 22, 21, and everything in between. This Bible is the voice of the Most High God in the earth. But if thou shalt indeed obey his voice and do all that I speak, see, and do all that I speak, not and do just the New Testament, not just do Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John, not just do 1 Timothy, 2 Timothy, not just do 1 Corinthians, 2 Corinthians, and especially not just do Ephesians 2 and 8. For I'm saved by grace, not by works, lest any man should boast. If that was the case, this verse would say that. But it says, do all that I speak, all that I speak, all that I speak. Leviticus 23 and 22. Again, but if thou shalt indeed obey his voice and do all that I speak, then I will be an enemy unto thine enemies. That I will be an enemy unto thine enemies. That I will be an enemy unto thine enemies. So if I apply the word of the living God into my life, just like it is written, the Most High has promised to be an enemy unto my enemies. And I'm giving you this word today because since I've been in ministry, he has proven to me to be an enemy unto my enemies and an adversary unto my adversaries. So this is the law, brothers and sisters. The Most High is obligated to keep his word. He's not a man that he should lie, neither the Son of Man that he should repent. Have not God said it, and shall he not perform it? He gave me this word for all of us, that he is going to fight for us. He also gave me, I want you to write this down, take a pencil and a paper, and I want you to read this on your own. He also, in 2 Kings chapter 19, verse 35 to 37, he fought for King Hezekiah when King Hezekiah was being approached by Sennacherib. The Most High killed 145,000 of Sennacherib's best elite Spetsnaz special forces soldiers. So don't allow yourself to get caught up in what they trying to scare you with. This Walmart, that Walmart, this FEMA camp, that FEMA camp. They are messing with the wrong one. The Most High heard the blasphemies of the servants of Sennacherib as they spoke to the servants of Hezekiah up on the wall of the kingdom of Judah. And all that they said, the Most High put a word in the mouth of Isaiah the prophet to go to King Hezekiah and let King Hezekiah know that he would not have to fight in this fight. You better come on up out of here, that he would not have to participate in this fight. The Most High waited till nighttime, till all of the soldiers were asleep and rested. And he sent one angel, and one angel killed 145,000 of Sennacherib's best military men. And then, after he sent Sennacherib away with his tail down between his legs, he had his two sons put him to death. These people don't understand what they messing with when they mess with the apple of the Most High's eye. But he gave me this word, Babylon. He gave me this word, Edom. He gave me this word, Mingo people. He gave me this word because you're monitoring all the way from Saudi Arabia, all of us. But it don't matter. The Most High got this fight. He coming. Hello. He sent one angel. He want me to remind you guys of this. He sent one angel, and one angel had the power to snatch 145,000 souls in one night. You better come on up out of here. Exodus 23 and 22. But if thou shalt indeed obey his voice, he shall be an enemy unto thine enemies and an adversary unto thine adversaries. When you do all that he speaks, the Most High has made a promise. This is why we can't get caught up in hate. This is why we can't get caught up in covetousness. This is why we can't get caught up in adultery, fornication, lying, and stealing. We must keep the laws of the Most High God to the best of our abilities. Have you given it your best yet? Come on up out of here. It's time, my brothers and my sisters, to call upon the God of our forefathers, the God of Abraham, the God of Isaac, and the God of Jacob. Exodus 3:13 and 18, ahayah. It's time, brothers and sisters, because these people don't understand what they are up against. Are you hearing me out there? Just like Mordecai set the gallows, he ended up on the gallows. So just like these people plot and plan our demise during the time of Jacob's trouble, the Most High, I can guarantee you, if you practice Exodus 23 and 22, has promised to be an enemy unto our enemies and an adversary unto our adversaries. But right now, our adversaries are in our own camp. And you brothers and sisters, if you are that remnant that the Most High got his eye on, if you are that remnant that the Most High going to pull out of here, you got to live it. You cannot allow yourself to be sucked into the vicious cycle of venom, of hate, and unforgiveness. See, hate leads to unforgiveness, which in turn allows the spirit of bitterness to take root inside of you. And when you become bitter, have you ever been around somebody that's bitter and got a bitter spirit in them? Everything come out their mouth is bitter. Everything come out their mouth is hate. Everything come out their mouth has been distorted by a spirit called bitterness that choked out Esau. Oh, come on up out of here. So I'm here today to give some encouragement for you to separate yourself from those that would seek to bring you down. Come on up out of here. Everybody talking about the nation is flooded with opioids. Well, I got news for you. Hanging around a bitter Israelite is like being on opioids. Oh, come on up out of here. They're always in the negative realm. They're always speaking something that you don't even want to hear. Come on up out of here. You got to, if you want to be positive, you got to put yourself around positive people. If you want to be positive, you got to establish a positive environment around you. If you want your mind to become positive, you got to separate yourself around people that speak positivity, because the power of life and death is in the tongue. So if I want to be alive in my soul and spirit, I got to speak life. I can't go around every day speaking death out of my mouth expecting life to come from it. That is insanity. But once again, hold your place. The Most High know right where you are. Stand on Exodus 23 and 22. Understand that he sent one angel to dispatch special forces of Sennacherib, the Spitsnaz of Sennacherib, the Nazis of Sennacherib. Oh yeah, they was the Nazis of Sennacherib's time. He sent one angel, and one angel fought for our ancestors. And if he's the same yesterday, today, and forever, I am going to call upon the Most High of my ancestors to do it again. Come on up out of here. It won't be nothing new for him because he already done it. So all I'm going to do is pray, do it again, Most High. Come on up out of here. Just do it again. Do it one more time for me, Most High. Do it again, Most High. Let the enemy know that our God is a God of life. Let the enemy know that our God is also a God of death. Come on up out of here. This is El Dayo for One Nation, One Power, giving you a quick word of encouragement till we get this computer up and going like it should. Stay strong. Hello, put on the whole armor of God. Put on the helmet of salvation, the shield of faith, the breastplate of righteousness, having your feet shod with the gospel of the preparation of peace in your loins, girded about with truth. Stand and do all that you can do to stand. And whatever you do, quote, Exodus 23 and 22, where the Most High made a promise that if we shall indeed obey his voice and do all that he speak, that he shall be an enemy unto our enemies and an adversary unto our adversaries, as the law has declared. Shalom.